What is up, everybody? Back with another most listened to bands of the month video here. If you haven't seen these yet, I should go to my Spotify account, the stats feature, and it tells you what you've been listening to the most over the last month, 6 months, and so on. So that's always pretty cool to go through and look at. But my number 10 for the month of July was Megadeth, my favorite band. Usually I listen to their albums on CD. I have all of them on physical format. But over the last month, been listening to their 2 new songs, Night Stalkers and We'll Be Back. I slightly prefer We'll Be Back. Night Stalkers has a little feature with Ice-T on it. The song's pretty fast and heavy overall, but We'll Be Back I think's a bit better. Love that opening riff. The whole band's on fire. Dave's voice sounds really cool. He sounds probably the best he's sounded since United Abominations. I think his voice sounded really good up through United Abominations and then dropped off a little bit. He had some problems, but he's been, rehabbing it, getting better over the last couple of years, and I think it sounds pretty awesome. Dirk, great drummer, super awesome on these. Kiko, fantastic shredder, and Steve DiGiorgio on the bass from Testament. He's not in the band. That's James Lomenzo's the current bassist, but Steve did the bass parts. But looking forward to the album. Really good couple of tracks to start that off. Number 9, I got Bulldozer, who is a classic first-wave black metal band from Italy. I actually am going to have the chance to see them as long as I go to this festival in Atlanta called Mass Destruction Fest. I know Venom Inc. is playing, Shooter, Bulldozer. So Bulldozer, great classic band. Cutthroat's an amazing song. Fallen Angel, they've got a bunch of cool stuff. Number 8, LA Guns. Been listening to them a lot lately. I saw them in concert a couple of days ago. They killed it as usual. Tracy Guns and Phil Lewis. Great to see them both in LA Guns right now. And it was just a really good show. I think, Faster Pussycat opened and Tom Kiefer was the headliner. But LA Guns was my favorite performance of the night. Number 7, Goat Whore, who is actually coming to Atlanta in a couple of days. I'm thinking about going to see him. I've seen him once already. They're playing with Bewitcher, who I've seen twice, and Incantation, who I've never seen. But Goat Whore, I think, is a really cool, unique band. They blend several styles. Their main guy, Sammy Duet, if that's how his name is pronounced, but the guitar player, he was in Acid Bath, so there is, some elements of an influence of sludge metal, but it's like black metal and thrash and some death metal all blended together with just a really unique sound and style from them, but cool band. Number 6, I got Solstice, who is a classic, era death metal band. Their first album from 1992, I think, is fantastic. Very thrashy and fast, classic era death metal. So check them out if you don't know them. Pretty underrated band. Next up at number 5, I've got Inquisition. Great black metal band. They're my favorite black metal band of all time. Love all their albums. Invoking the Majestic Throne of Satan. I've got it sitting right here. This is my favorite black metal album of all time from 2002. Embraced by the Unholy Powers of Death and Destruction. It's just amazing. For Lucifer My Blood, that really showcases how amazing Dagon's guitar tone is, like some of the best guitar tone of all time, so check those out if you don't know them. And the drumming from Incubus is just insane across all their albums. Number 4, I got Razor, amazing, classic thrash band from Canada. They're probably my second favorite thrash band from Canada, just behind Annihilator. Dave Carlo on guitar is fantastic. Another guy with just amazing, very distinctive tone. The riffs are insane. They got a lot of great albums. Violent Restitution from 1988 is one of the best thrash albums of all time. That's their last one with vocalist Sheepdog McLaren. He was on the first handful of albums, but then, the next couple are great too. Open Hostility and Shotgun Justice, but a lot of great stuff from those guys. Number 3, Hellstar. Fantastic band. James Rivera is one of the freaking most underrated singers of all time. This guy hits high screams amazingly. His mid-range is fantastic. Just overall really good voice. And the guitar playing is amazing. But Burning Star is great. All the 80s stuff's awesome. The King of Hell and more modern albums, fantastic. I saw them at Hell's Heroes last year. I'm sure they'll play it again next year, which I have tickets for. Looking forward to that. Number 2, John 5. Love his guitar playing. He's got a lot of great solo stuff. Of course, he's been with Rob Zombie, for like 15, 20 years now, whatever it is. But he was with Marilyn Manson before. He was in a band with Rob Halford. He's played for David Lee Roth. So this guy, he's played with a lot of different, really big name people. So he's got the skills. He's a really cool player. As I said, love a lot of his solo stuff. And my number 1 for the month is Holder. Great, pretty new black metal band fronted by the girl who goes by the name Holder. Her real name's like Mars is what she goes by, but Holder, the album from last year, God's Last Ring, Hymns of a Forlorn Peasantry, fantastic. Had it in my top 10 of the year. I just saw her and her band live a week or two ago, and it was a fantastic performance. Check out some footage on YouTube I put up, but she's great. Her band was great, and that is my number one for the month. But as usual, I'll run through my next 5, the number 11 through 15 that just missed the cut. Creator, been listening to them a decent bit lately. Satanic Warmaster, which they finally put a little bit more of their material on Spotify, so I've been listening to that. Great black metal. Mgła, I love these guys. They're from Poland. They got some really freaking amazing albums. Graza, I had in my top 25 black metal albums of all time. A couple of really awesome EPs. Metallica, number 14. I listen to some Metallica sometimes. And Devil Master, I saw that band a while back opening for Abath and Obituary. They came, it was like an hour away, so I was thinking about going to see them. They came on like a little headlining show not too long ago. I ended up not going, but they're pretty cool, kind of unique style of black metal. But yeah, that is my top 10 bands, or most listened to bands of the month. Always interesting to see what you guys listen to, so let me know in the comments. And as usual, thank y'all for watching.